Yes, today we are going to talk about how we run a tight front against the spread and our base rules and checks according to anything you can do within the spread, including going 3x1 or a tight set or a tray set or any type of sets like that. Our first rule is that our outside backers split the difference to number two 50%. It doesn't matter how far wide he goes, those backers need to be roughly 50% to him. That stops any of your bubble and passes right now to number two. It also allows us to convince the offense that we're playing with five in the box. Now, when the running back is lined up away from you as an outside backer, you know you have run responsibility first, keying the space between the quarterback and the running back, that little gap right there. Our idea there is we don't want to be able to just watch the quarterback or just watch the running back. If we watch between the two of them, we will know what their action is all the way through. Our middle backers have the same read technique. They're going to split the difference between both guys. This will allow them to see running backs, quarterbacks, and the guards. Now, our corners and our safeties will read the end man on the line of scrimmage in any off coverage, including man off. Our eyes will be glued to his first couple of steps. If he arcs to the backer on either side, we know now it cannot be an RPO, it has to be a pass. We need to get our eyes 2-to-1 if we're in zone, if we're in man, back onto our man. This will allow us to have a better read on pass run and a quicker read. Now, our free, his eyes will be peeled right here on the guards. And if either guard were to come up and attack one of the middle backers, again, now we know it's no longer a run or an RPO. It has to be a pass. And now he knows to get into his drop zone and to get eyes over the two. When teams try to run against us, they try to run zone inside or outside. They try to run power. Any power way we do it is when they pull either guard, we're going to two gap it. So if they were to pull both guards this way, we are now going to two gap with our backers. So his normal responsibility is A gap. So now he's going to B gap this. So he's going to go 1, 2. That becomes his new gap. This right backer, his normal gap is A. Now he's going to two gap. So B to C. He now is a C gap run fitter. Reason we do this is, generally speaking, we're trying to get a kick here and a wrap here. If we allow this guy to squeeze down and try to take that and force a log block, now our Mike is in the position to come over the top, and our Sam is in position for any cutbacks. Now, if we see any type of speed option or anything like that against us, we're still fine. We still have all of our base rules, and they will still work against everything we're going to do here. So if they're running zone or any just reach block schemes that we could potentially see, we're fine. We know our base rules. Will still got our run fit. Actually, Rover here would have our run fit because the running backs are cross. So since he's crossing face, he has run fit. Now he knows he has pass fit. This also tells the free that now he has to cheat. He has to get closer, a little closer to number two here. He needs to come about 25% number two to help prevent any of this little stuff over here. Now, if you're running any zone, here, we're okay. Reading the middle here. He's coming. He's responsible for quarterback here. He's responsible for running back. We're still a gap fitting here and here. Gap fits to the call. He's now gap fitting here and reacting to quarterback. He now, and then late to running back, he now fits no gap, so he has running back here, and then late reacts to quarterback. That allows us to have all of our reads inside of here, because as soon as this pull happens, this is what we mean by late react. He pulls, he's going to keep the ball here. Now he's stepped, he's made sure the running back doesn't have the ball, and now he's late react to A, because Sam is now able to scoot over the top to B, C. We want to try to force the running back and the quarterback outside. We're not going to let you beat us in the middle. We're not very big up front. We're not very strong up front. So with these 4-eye techniques and this zero technique, all we really tell them to do is get in your gap and just try not to get moved. If you can stay in your gap and not get moved, now we've already taken up 3 gaps. And generally speaking, we have 4 blockers taken up with 3 guys. Sometimes we get lucky and we get all 5. Not very often. Now, when we go into the pass game, our rules all still stay the same with our front 5. We really do call them our front 5 with our middle backers here. Reason being, those guys are run first guys. I'm not too worried about them getting into the pass game very much. We got mesh rules, we got cut rules that will help us out on any of that kind of stuff. So if you're gonna run any real combinations here, we're fine. We just basically do a 4 read over here or a map zone over here. So if you got a little smash concept, the corner's gonna jump the hitch, safety over here over the top. And it doesn't matter what you run now. If you run something like that, we're okay here. We're gonna over under this post, so corner's gonna be under, free's gonna be over. We believe that the free should be over the top of that because he's our better athlete and he's our better ball hawk. You can over under that either way. He knows now he's run. As soon as he sees this back react, if it's any play action or if he comes up the bunt, now he knows he's got pass. If he peels out, now he's got peel rule under the back. If the back were to cross face over here, now our Sam is going to pick that guy up and our Will's still coming. Our Will's going to be coming either way on this because of where the back is. He's run fit, so he knows I got run first. He is taught to collision this back if he goes to leave the backfield to give our Sam backer time to get there. And now our Mike backer is dropping eyes on quarterback. He's going to be more of a spy than actually dropping into his zone. We want him to know where the quarterback is. He is taught to get hands on this guy in the middle. All right? And if he's crossing, he knows now he has to flow with. Obviously, you see that. You should be able to see that crossing coming. Even with eyes on backer step, you're here. You should be able to see this guy coming. We have what we call a rat call. He should already know this guy's coming inside. This corner should see he's coming inside. We should be getting a rat call to our Mike, so our Mike knows it's coming. And we're good to go here. We don't believe that you're going to have the time to actually run any pass plays out of this because we trust this guy to be able to get there. And the high school level, this tackle's not making that block. Now, if you run something like we do with an all hitch look, we're still okay. We're good here. We believe in our athletes across the board. So we're going to let our athletes be. Now with the running back away, we know right now that the rover is coming across. He's coming right now. So Mike now knows I have back if he crosses or I got to get over the top of this hitch. Okay. His rule is always this guy here, his eyes, once he recognizes pass, is onto that 2. This free, because we're just doing a 4 read. He's here. He sees the hitch, and now he's here late to the hitch. He's got the hitch here. He's got the hitch here. This Sam is late here. And now, unless this back releases, he's here. So we got a 5-man pressure, but you're only accounting for the 3. You don't actually get anybody to account for the outside backers. They're so far wide. They're a little wider than a wide 9. So because they're that wide, you don't really have anybody block them. Now, if this number 2 receiver were to get tightened down to almost like a wing, now we're really happy because our rules don't have to change. And since our rules don't have to change, Those guys were still not worrying about collisioning too much. So now our safeties are over the top of 2. They're going to play true over the top of 2 here. And we're going to run our normal coverage. We're not going to do any whole lot of stuff here. Our philosophy is if you're going to try to run outside here and try to pin on our rover or Will, we're not worried about you pinning that. He's got this gap. He's got this gap. He's got this gap. He's here. He's here. So now Mike's responsibility is he's throwing to the ball. So if you're going to run something like this, we're going to trust that our Mike can get over the top and make the play. Also now, we got our free coming down and filling, all right? If you're going to run something like a little speed option this way, we're still confident on our guys. He's got quarterback. He's usually pinning here. He's got pitch man. Now, he's going to be taught that he needs to come over this because they're coming outside of him and he's coming in. So Mike has to be able to recognize and get going. Get on his high horse, run through. All right, now if they jump into a tight set with a tight end or a tray set, we have just a base rule for our outside backer. Our outside backer is going to split on his outside shoulder. His inside foot is going to be on the nose of the tight end. He's going to literally split the tight end in half. And now we still feel good. I feel personally better when a team goes with the tight end against us, even though we are small. Up front, the reason I feel better is now I can walk this guy into the box. I now feel like I have 8 in the box. So I'm going to tell you, go ahead and try to beat me with it all game long. And it doesn't matter where this back goes, but if this back, for some reason, with a line up to the tight end side, which we don't see very often, now we're really good. Rover's got run right now. We will tell this 3 to cheat down a little bit on this number 2, and we're going to just play a 2-man cover game against these 2 guys. Generally, we do see the running back line up here. So all of our base rules are still here. He's still got run. He's still here. He's here, here. Now, Mike's got A. Sam's got C. And our safety's still out here on the outside. So anything that you try to run outside of us, we have another guy. We still have a spill. If you're going to try to run a little buck or anything like that, where you're going to pull 2 guys, we see this a lot with double pulls like this. We're fine. He's in the chase. He's still there. He sees the pull, so now he's in a 2 gap. A's 1, B's 2, so now he becomes B. We have a B gap player, so now he's going to become a C gap player. This back's going to do the same thing. He's got 2 gaps. He's normally C, so now D, E, because we already have a D gap player. And now he fills in the rest. Not free would be late to any type of buck out there. If you're going to try to run buck weak against us or anything to the weak side when you have a tight end, we now have numbers in our opinion. The reason we have numbers is because no matter what you do, we're not counting the front guys. We don't worry about them. We count the receivers. So 1, 2, if you're lining up the back away, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We already got a guy counted for the back. We count this guy here, 1, 2, 1, 2. We still have our middle guys here, Mike, Sam, and a safety. 1, 2, 1, 2. We already got 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're good. We've matched you on the outside, and we know that if we're matching you on the outside numbers-wise, we have you inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't count the quarterback as a man. Reason we don't count him as a man is in the run game, he's naturally accounted for. So we're accounting for him with our backers. They're also accounting for the running back. So if the running back goes away, the quarterback generally goes away. If they both go to the same side, and they run a little speed option weak, and I mean, it's not a very popular play, but we still see it occasionally. We're fine. He's got pitch man. He's on quarterback. And the reason we put him on pitch man is we feel like this Mike is easier run to get into this quarterback, and we now have another quarterback player with our Sam. So this Mike has to be taught to attack outside in. He's going to attack the outside shoulder of this quarterback so that this Sam can come in and attack the inside shoulder. This free is now taught to attack the inside shoulder of the running back to the outside shoulder of the quarterback, because he should be able to react according to where the ball is based off this rover. He should already have forced the keep, come up and hit him, forced the keep, and now his read's late. All right, so if they line up in a tray set, which I don't know how many you guys see, but down here, teams that have tight ends will run a tray every time. You notice the front five aren't going to move. We don't need to move them. Your tray, so what do we know? We only got one guy out here, so now he's an unaccounted for man. Backer. Now, we will take our Sam here. Our free will split the difference here. We feel like we got numbers still, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If the running back's over here, we still got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're good. All right. Generally, you see the back away. The only time anybody's ever said we had an issue here is when they line up this way is speed option weak. We feel like this guy still, he takes back. He's got quarterback, and now we got another quarterback filler here. It's also why we keep the free in the middle of the field. We're in a true cover 3 look here. We're gonna personally, we will man this backside. It's tight end, it's trips away. We're gonna go man on that backside and just tell our corner, listen, eventually you have to be an athlete. If they got better athletes, they got better athletes. Now, if we can play man, we will. Across the board, we would just man up here, and our free would take the tight end. This will is taught to destroy this guy. Now we're still good. He's here, here. He's still here. Now Mike, again, he's a free gap player, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Sam now has C. We don't worry about this inside A. We tell Mike that that's his last responsibility. We tell Sam, hey, you two have to combo that A. We're not worried about that A gap personally. My philosophy is on it that if you're going to kick here like this and try to come off here, this Sam backer needs to be able to see this combo block and now knows, okay, combo block means what? It's going to go A to C or C to A. So once you have that combo block, you're going to try to cut and come here. He's going to have to try to single this man out. Mike now should be filling here. He can fill here. And now our free is a free player up into the run game. We do consider our free a run man. He's got pass responsibility first, but he needs to be in on the play. Anything that is run into the middle of the field is his responsibility. If you run any type of sweeps, again, pull, our backers are 2 gap in. All right. If you don't, so we're not worried about, we're just readjusting the line there, so we're not really that worried about everything there. Any of your little pass sets, any of your pass plays, we know this guy's here, we're good here. Now, when it's trips away in pass sets, he's a delay blitz to A right now. All right, we don't worry, again, we are not going to worry about having 2 guys in a same gap, especially in passing situations. Unless this quarterback is such a dual threat that we believe he can beat us single-handedly, I do not worry about if this 0 goes to this A gap and this Mike comes to the same A gap. I just want to get pressure. They're not going to be able to pick this up. This Mike's delay blitz. If he's clogged this, now he comes here. If he's here and here, and it's clogged up, and this 4-eye's gotten washed down, this Mike can come here, he come here. It does not matter how he goes. His rule is just go get the quarterback in the pass game. All right. Trips away, so again, now he's here. we will just cover 3 this here, little robber cover 3 type look. All right. He is now also taught that his eye read is 2 to 1. If 2 is vertical, get eyes on 1. And if 1 sits, he jumps. If 1 is vertical as well, he keeps getting depth. All right, we're not going to sit here and tell him, hey, you have flats, go to flats right now. His rule is read this guy. If this guy goes to the flats, now go to the flats right now. If this guy goes vertical, eyes on 1. Is 1 sitting in there? No, he went vertical. You got 2 vertical routes here. Okay, now you're going to keep dropping. Now, if 3 releases into the flats, now go to the flats. 3 is a late flat guy. No matter how quick he can get off the line, that is going to take him some time. A little speed out. It's going to take him some time to get there. You're going to be able to get this read off of 2, and he's going to get vertical. Once he's gotten vertical, now our eyes are on 1. The reason we go 2 to 1 here with this guy, this Sam is taught to read 3 to 2. So he sees this. He has a snake call to this guy here. All right, so when he sees this release, he's snaking it. That's telling him to come here and hem the wall. And now he knows he's got help over the top. So this Sam is going to be in trail technique. We're not trying to have him cover this guy one-on-one. Our 3 will be over the top, and our corner would have anything over here. If you the lineup in traditional trips, we don't worry about it. Backside, we're going to man up. We already know that. Our DBs already know that. They don't worry about it at all. We rep man technique more than anything else. We believe if we can play man technique against any offense, then we're going to give you a lot more fits. Now, we know this guy is what? He's a wide 9. He's a rush guy right now. There's no blitz call. He just knows he has it. He's actually going to have a call to give him that corner. Now, our outside backer here will stack on the inside shoulder of number 3. Okay? Inside shoulder of number 3. The reason he's stacking the inside shoulder of number 3 is we still want to stop any of this little bubble screen game. Okay? So now, we're not going to move any of those guys, and he's still in the middle of the field. Now, if this running back were to release, this rover has peel rule, so he's a blitz guy. Oh, he released. Get out there right now. All right. He is now a run guy first. Why? Because the running back's away, so he's a run guy first. The majority of the time, we will actually blitz him off of this trip side. We want him there to stop bubble and stop screen. He knows if he sees bubble, he's coached up. He has to go get that bubble right now. Okay. Otherwise, he's a blitz man. He's run first. As soon as 3 has gone vertical or past the speed out, we're good. Even on the speed out, we're still good. Here. Now, he's what? Eyes 2. If 2's gone vertical, eyes to the flats on 3. If you got a hitch, we know. If he's vertical, now you're picking up. All right. He's vertical now. Our 3's coming over the top. This is a long run for that guy. We get it. We're not working at him trying to get 2. We're looking to stop 3 from sitting in this little stick route, this little stick hole. All right, so as soon as he knows it is trip set, he's normally lined up in a 30 tech. We're going to jump him to about a 40. I don't believe in jumping him any further wider than that. Reason being is you start getting him out here, now all of a sudden he can't really fit into any inside run games, or he won't fit into any inside games. All right, and now he's got a blitz here, okay? Reason he's got that blitz there is pretty simple. We want to bring 5. All right, so trips away, we're man here. We know he's got peel rule, so since he's got peel rule on the running back, he has no pass responsibility. He can come right now. He has nothing to worry about. He's just going to go. All right, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible guys. Most teams try to block this guy here, here. They step here, here. Now they'll step here. This guy trying to come way out here, we're fine. But we'll trust our 4-eye to win that battle. And I'm going to trust my will to just not get blocked there. If he steps out that wide, he should be stepping here. and trying to get some distance. And now we're here. So we can potentially have 6 guys rushing and still be in of our sound-based defense coverage-wise. Yes, this stick can get us beat. Yes, this stick here it can be an issue at times. This guy just needs to be coached up. His first steps here. He needs to recognize pass right now, and he flies out into that hook curl seam area. If they want to run that little 4 verts combination, we're still good. Man on the backside. Now the freeze here. Because there's no flat threat, he's now got this guy, and we're here on the deep route, okay? All right. Now, if they go to a 2-back set, I'm really happy. We're bringing the house. All right, the 2-back set. Yes, we're gonna bring the house. We know it right now. Our defense already knows it. We're coming right now. We're gonna man on this backside here. Okay, we're gonna have these two. We're gonna play a 2-man game on these two. Now Will's gonna split. Rove is here, here, here. Mike and Sam. Now, if you go into any pass game, what do they got? Natural peel rule. So if they flood out or they flare out, these Rover and Will automatically pick those guys up. If they step up to pass protect, now here, and he is now a free blitzer. He is going to delay blitz and come wherever the first hole pops open, wherever he knows he can get through. All right. That is coached up on these backers. They're just coached up just like a running back. If you see a hole, hit it, go hit the quarterback in the mouth, all right? We still got our free here. And he's just got deep. He's going to have basically cover 1 look here because we're going to play a little 2-man game here. All right. They have a call here. They call it high-low. We call it bandit. I really let the kids call it whatever they want, as long as this guy knows I got to come up and eat it, and I got to come over the top. We've repped the crap out of them talking. If you got hitch, vert, now he's over 2, and he's over 1 on this hitch. All right, so it doesn't matter what they run. We're just running a 2-man game on it. And we're telling these guys, hey, listen, if they run anything here, like maybe a double slant, we're okay. He's got this slant, all right. If he doesn't blitz, he's taught. He's here. He's here. If this guy runs a wheel route, he's here. We don't like it. However, a wheel route takes a long time to run. We should have pressure. Okay? Double slant wheel is what it is. Get the pressure that you need to get. All right? He has to peel out on that. I am not a huge fan of it. It works because of the pressure. We never yell at this guy if he gets beat by the running back in a pass route on this situation. Our philosophy is if he didn't get there, if you ran double wheel, he had to peel out, okay? He ran a little post route, so he's here. We still need to be able to get pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still got 5 guys coming. You only got 5 guys blocking. We have to get pressure, all right? So these front 5, that's why we tell you they're not putting in the pass game to us. They're meant to get pressure, all right? The Rover and Will now, if you have teams that are blocking out with their running backs, like most teams do in a max protect situation, they know we're coming. They know we blitz. So when they do that, those 2 guys need to be able to get pressure on the running back, all right? Now, any run game out of it, we're still doing our same base rules. We're not going to change it. We're not going to sit there and worry about what everybody's doing. We just do our rules. We're not changing for you. We're going to make you either abandon what you do or we're going to dominate you. All right? So our gap fits are our gap fits. Triple's fine. Anything that we really want to run's fine. We're not worried about it. If we see pull, we double gap. Okay? So now he's going to double gap. So we're just resetting the recenter of the line. We're good. Okay? And it goes either way. If you try to just reach block everything, here, 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 and then up to here, all right? Usually that guy's here, and then he's running through here, and we're reading this guy. he knows, all right, I got quarterback right now. All right. Because he's got quarterback right now, it is going to be a give. He's not even looking at this running back, so he's going to come right down and attack the quarterback right now. If this is why we read the middle spots, okay, we got 3 backs. We're going to read right in front of the quarterback. If we see this running back release, now Sam knows I have to be over the top for any triple option look, because now we still are good to go, right? We still got quarterback man here, okay? He's coming across. We have running back. Here's running back man here. Now Mike he has who first? The quarterback. However, he has to trust his read. So he's stepping here, and now he's late help, okay? Late help over on this triple option side, okay? He has to attack the quarterback if he's coming out. He has to attack the quarterback right now. I'm sorry, he has to attack the running back right now on triple, okay? As soon as he sees this, he has to attack the running back right now. And now the Sam's coming over the top and getting the quarterback, all right? If he attacks the quarterback, we're still okay, because this is a long way to go for this running back. He should has to be over the top here to the running back. And remember, we got 2 backs. We don't believe a slot can block, okay? So since we don't trust a slot to be able to actually block, that man's also on running back, all right? So we're allowing our will, whether he makes a mistake or attacks the wrong guy, or if he attacks the right guy, it's not going to matter. Because if he attacks the running back, now, all right, here we are, okay? Now we've got 2 on the quarterback. So we're going to end up having 2 on who we make your third option, all based off of what this guy does, okay? If when we game plan, we go, listen, this kid right here cannot have the ball in his hands. He's too good. Attack him right now, which most triple option teams, that's the rule. So he would attack the quarterback, and now running back and coming over the top for running back. All right, if we think it's this running back is the main threat, he attacks running back right now, quarterback. We're still good. We still have our numbers, and that's what we're looking for.